Hello everyone, this is me Prabhu pursuing data science and business analytics internship from the Sparks Foundation, and the task which is given to me was performing exploratory data analysis on the dataset Indian Premier League. The objective of the task is to find the most successful teams and suggest the players for a company such that the company can endorse the product and increase its sale. So let's start up with the code. So this is a small website which I made of the Sparks Foundation tasks which I have completed during my internship program. So I have completed till now the 6 tasks which were assigned, and this is a website which wherein I have posted each and every task, and one can click on the Chrome icon and get redirected towards the task, and one can click on the GitHub icon and get redirected towards the code of the task. So let us start with exploring the data analysis. So firstly, I have done the batsman analysis for this. So first, so here I will endorse the most successful batsmen in the Indian Premier League for the consistent teams. So first things first, I have to always import the necessary libraries like pandas, numpy, c1, thoroughly. After that, I'm just reading the data. Here I am having two data sets. One is deliveries and one is matches. Matches is about which matches consists about the teams, the player of the match, and the number of wins the team has won. And deliveries is ball by ball delivery of the batsman. Ball by ball delivery. We have the batsman, non-striker, bowler, and here is the quick view of the dataset of the deliveries.csv file. Then after this, I select the selected things. First, I will try to make visualizations of how many teams have been successful in the IPL so far. Which teams were successful? Which were the top three teams in all the seasons till now? We had from 2008 to 2017, as the data is still 2017. So first things first, so here is the data frames. So the data frame for 2008, 2009, 2010, 2012 till 2018, sorry, 2018, the data set is available till 2018. Then I make them as a list, and then I see the shapes of them, not that big. And then the first heading is teams which won the toss and also the match. So teams which won the toss and also the match. Here we have the teams which won the toss and which won the match as well. So here we can see that in 2009, the teams which won the toss and won the match as well, there are 33 wins for those kind of teams. And in season 2011, we see that the teams which win the toss had won most of the matches, like 38 matches were of those kind where the team had won the toss and also the match. So in 2011, that thing was really high, so that's the reason why I made this plot. Well, that's pretty not that important, but still. But then I have the 2008, 2009, 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 18 winners, right? The successful teams of the seasons. This is what this function is doing. This function is returning a dictionary. This function is returning a data frame actually, which will give which will return the top three teams. Okay, so here if we see the statistics for successful teams of 2008, we see that Rajasthan Royals has won 13 matches, Mumbai Indians 7 matches, Kings 11 10 matches. So the final was in between Kings 11 Punjab and Rajasthan Royals because they had the most number of wins, as we can see from here. Then I have I have all the plots till 2018. So this is the plot for 2010, 2009. We see that in 2009 Delhi Daredevils was a team which had 10 wins, and Deccan Chargers and Royal Challengers Bangalore with 9 wins. Deccan Chargers had won the 2009 season, I think. Yeah. Then comes the top three teams of each season. Let's see which were the top three performing teams of each season. I'm sorry. So here we have the top three teams of each season. For season 2008, Rajasthan Royals, Kings 11 Punjab, Chennai Super Kings, these were the top three. For 2009, Delhi Daredevils, Deccan Chargers, Royal Challengers Bangalore. For 2010, Mumbai Indians, as we can see, there are 11 wins. Chennai Super Kings 9, Royal Challengers Bangalore 8, and all these are same kind of visualizations up till 2018. And couple of observations which we can make out of these visualizations is that in 2008, Rajasthan Royals, Kings 11 Punjab, Chennai Super Kings were the top three performing teams and all. So if we observe the trend from the above following all the seasons, we observe that Mumbai Indians, Chennai Super Kings, Royal Challengers Bangalore, and Kolkata Knight Riders. These four teams are very consistent in top three. So if any company wants to endorse products, if any company wants to endorse its product to the market, or if it wants to do some kind of marketing using some famous cricket players or famous IPL teams, then these four teams may be a very good choice for them, because people love these four teams, as these four teams are almost there in the playoffs. Almost in every season they are there. Rarely one or two seasons they are not found, but almost Mumbai Indians, Chennai Super Kings, Royal Challengers Bangalore, and Kolkata Knight Riders are also the most liked teams by the Indian crowd. After finding the most successful teams, then we move on for finding the most performing or the top performing batsmen in each team. So top performing batsmen in each team. So CSK, MI, RCB, KKR, RR, KXAP, DD, and SRH. I have considered Delhi Daredevils and SRH as one only. Delhi Capitals and Delhi Daredevils into Delhi Daredevils. Sunrisers Hyderabad and Deccan Chargers as Sunrisers Hyderabad only. Because Deccan Chargers was just for one season, 1 or 2 seasons, and then it was Sunrisers Hyderabad after that. Same goes with Delhi. And then I have just grouped everything, and then I have got the top 10 batsmen from Chennai Super Kings. These are the top 10 batsmen. Similarly, I've got all the top 10 batsmen from each and every team. Then now it's the time to plot them. So here the plot goes. This is a bar polar chart which looks something like this. So here we can see that MS Dhoni has scored almost 4,000 runs, 4,081 runs for its home team, that is Chennai. Suresh Raina is the leader with 4,747 runs. Mike Lassie with 1,838 runs, Murli Vijay with 1,730, and so on. Similarly, for Mumbai, we see that Rohit Sharma is the highest scorer for it, like 3,825 runs. Pollard with 2,981 runs. Raidu with 2,508. Tendulkar with 2,502, and so on. Similarly, for each team, I have done Virat Kohli with 5,584 runs for RCB alone. There are for the similar kind of charts I have made for every team. Yes, then these were the top 10 performing batsmen of the team. Now let's look at the top 5 batsmen. Like, these are only the top 5 batsmen, but we'll look them into much detail. So the top 5 batsmen, the name comes over here. As we can see from this chart, there were 10 batsmen, right? So out of the 10 batsmen, I'm just picking up 5 batsmen now. So in those 5 batsmen, I have splitted them on their runs, like how many singles they have taken, how many doubles they have taken, how many triples, how many 4 runs, and how many sixes they have hit in, such that they can get a total of that much. So here is the visualization of that. We see that Suresh Raina has scored almost 63.6% of his runs in singles. Just forget about singles, let's look about sixes and fours. We see that 7.27% of his total runs comes under sixes. That's amazing. And then coming to MS Dhoni has about 8.72% of his runs in sixes. As he is as obviously he is an end game specialist, so he comes down, he enters into 4 down or 3 down, and then he has a role of a captain to play also, so he is a very good smasher of the ball as well. And then Hussey, we see 4.69%. He is a little bit of a kind of, I think so, he has scored many runs in fours, 19.1% of runs in fours, so he might be coming down in one or down, or opening or one down, something like that. Then we have Vijay, then we have Duplessis, and this is the total contribution of Chennai Super King contribution of the top five batsmen. So these are the top five batsmen, right? So if we sum up their scores, we get something like 4747 runs, like these till here. If we consider, if we add them, we get a sum of around 1114, around 11,000 or so. So from those 11,000, we see the contribution. So 33% of the contribution of the highest runs from Chennai Super Kings has been given by Suresh Raina. So Suresh Raina is most likely to be the most impressive batsman from the Chennai Super Kings side, because he has scored many runs for it, even Dhoni. And from Mumbai Indians, we find the similar kind of statistics can be found, and we find that Rohit Sharma is the most contributing one, because he is giving 29 or 30% of his total runs to Mumbai. Then we have Royal Challengers Bangalore. Here is a high mark of Virat Kohli, that is 37.5. Oh my god, see the statistics. He has scored almost 6.7% of his total runs in sixes. That's fantastic. And coming to Kolkata, Gautam Gambhir has the most number of contributions to the runs. They are all the same kind of charts. We can see from here. So we can make some general observations that Suresh Raina, Dhoni, and Hassi were the good batsmen for the Chennai Super Kings, and any team, if the company wants any kind of batsmen, then the company can choose Chennai Super Kings. These three batsmen might be a very good suggestion for them, because people love watching them play. And the four teams which I have said, that Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Royal Challengers Bangalore. Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata, Royal Challengers Bangalore. These four teams are most likely, and kind of having good suggestions and all those things, right? Then moving ahead, we have this betting statistics. How many runs that each player scored against. So we see that Suresh Raina's favorite bowler is Harbhajan Singh, because he has scored almost 75 runs to Harbhajan Singh only. Right? So 26.2% of his total runs goes to Harbhajan. For Dhoni, it is Pragyan Oja. He has scored almost 44 runs to Malinga as well. And then this is all the same kind of statistics. And coming to Mumbai Indians, Sunil Narine and Rohit Sharma have a very good touch, because Rohit Sharma loves batting against Sunil Narine. He has appeared 67 times for it, and 24.5% of his runs are going towards it. Has scored against Sunil Narine. So these are the ball by ball statistics or favorite bowlers of these top 5 batsmen. So for the conclusion, I can say from this is the top 5 bats and the top 3 batsmen from Chennai Super Kings are Suresh Raina, Dhoni, Hassi, Vijay, Duplessis, and these all players can kind of give some contributions towards that. Okay, thank you.